problem. The goal is to get 24 broken down into prime factors. Okay? So a prime number has only 2 factors, and you're going to watch me do this, and I'm going to show you a different way to do the same problem, and then you're going to try a few yourself. So 24 is the base of my tree, and the root system is below it. So I'm going to pick the number times 6, that makes 24, which is 6 times 4. Since neither one of those are prime, I keep breaking down the root system. So Annie, below 6, I need 2 numbers. I need 2 numbers that go in these spaces that multiply to give me 6. What would those be? 3 times 2. And anytime I get a prime number, I'm going to circle it, because I'm going to want to draw my attention to that number later. So under the 4, Hayden, what 2 numbers multiply to give me 4?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. So those are prime numbers, so I circle them. Once the bottom of my tree has all prime numbers, I know I'm finished. And for right now, this is just like a little puzzle for you. We aren't really talking about the application yet. But what it means is these numbers, if I write them in order from low to high, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, if I work those out, I could write them as powers. First of all, there's 3 2s, so I would say that's 2 to the power of 3 times 3. And then if I want to check my work to see if I did it right, what I'm hoping is that this is the same thing as 24. It should equal the same thing. So Daniel, if I work out that number, 2 to the 3rd power, that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Tell me what this is. 2 times, that's 4. Okay. And then Shane, what's 4 times 2?
4 times 2 would be 8.
That's correct. And then Serafina, what's 8 times 3? That's 24. And I got back to the original number, so I know I did it correctly. Okay? The thing is, you don't have to start with the same factor pair. I started with 6 and 4. That's what you should have in your comp book. But you could also take this 24 and start with a different factor pair. So, Zach, what's another way to get 24 with 2 numbers?
2 and 12.
You could start with 2 and 12. Since 2 is prime, you circle it. And then Miles, pick 2 numbers that multiply to give me 12 to start our new root system. 6 and 2. Good. 2's prime, so we circle it. So Brindley, pick 2 numbers that multiply to give you 6.
3 and 2.
Good. I'm writing them low to high, but you're correct in saying 3 and 2. It's easiest if we, in the end, write our numbers low to high so we can compare. So if I look at the root system now, the base of each root is circled, so I know I'm finished. There's 3 2's, so that's 2 to the power of 3 times a 3. I get the exact same answer as I got here. So that's what we call the prime factorization. So the prime factorization of 24 is 2 to the power of 3 times 3. So, questions? Jesse?
Is what you said over on the right, is that going to be on our homework?
This is what your homework's about. Cool. It's also in your activity.
So are we going to have to check it on our homework?
So, you don't have to check it on every homework problem, but it's a good habit. Okay, hang on, Heather. Let me pause this so this doesn't... Jed, tell me what you did on the 63. Nice and loud, because that fan's on.
9 times 7
9 times 7,
is 63.
63, right? Okay. Any primes? 3 and 3 are prime? And the 7. So the prime factorization with exponents would be 3 to the power of what? Nice and loud. 3 to the power of... No. Okay, I'll wait till it's quiet, guys. It's 2, because you count how many 3's there are. 3 to the power of 2 times the bottom of the other root system. Okay, Heather.
Can I do 48?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joanna, will you turn the fan off back there? Just so it's hard to hear.
So 48.
Thanks.
So we have 6. So 6 times 8 is 48.
Right?
And those are both non-prime, so they go into that.
Perfect. Did you hear what she said? They're both non-primes. That's what you should be thinking each time. They're no primes. They're not primes, so I keep going.
And then 6 is 2 times 6. 2 times 3.
2 times 3.
And then we already have that 2 down there, and we just need to put a 4.
So what about primes? What should we do with them?
Circle of primes, which is 2 and 3.
And actually, this one's
And
hard to
that's
see
two.
because I typed it in.
Yeah. And then, so you put 4 in the other blank space.
Right.
And 4 is not prime, so
Right.
it's 2 and 2.
Right.
And circle the other 2 and 2.
Right. So the prime factorization of 48. Let's count the 2's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you write that?
2 to the 4th times 3.
Exactly. That's what your homework's like. And if you did the 200 because you finished ahead of the other class, well, we,
What about Detroit?
where did I put it? Ah! I put a blank,
Detroit's fine.
I think it's at the bottom of this page here. There, did you get 2 to the 3rd times 5 to the 2nd? Good job.
Or so I did 100 times like
I did
I did 100 times.
There's other ways to do it. Remember, we already did that though. You could do it with any correct factor pair. Okay, so